Everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Well, today we have here my son's favorite teddy bear, and he wants to have a whole Paddington setup done for him. So in different videos we're gonna have the hat, the coat, the boots, and he will have a sandwich, but I might do an extra and maybe do as well like luggage or accessories like that. So we're not going to be doing a teddy, but I will do probably another video where I show you how to do one. And I'm just going to use these measurements of this one because today we are doing the hat, as you know. Here I have the red yarn. I'm going to take an orange one later on to finish, but for now I'm just going to have this one around me. We have a 4mm hook. Then we have my ruler like always because I like to measure my yarn, scissors, row counting, stitch markers, and tapestry needle. So let's get started. So to start, we're gonna do a magic ring. That is, you take your thumb and your index, you twist around like if you were to do a slip knot. I like to let go of my finger, but I hold the X. Insert your hook, pull it, and I like to do one chain in there to secure the magic ring. And now we are gonna do 6 single crochets here. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 single crochets. So now we're going to pull it in, go to the first one, you can count again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now you're gonna go in here again, and you're going to do a slip stitch to close. There we go. That's your center of the top of your hat. We're gonna pull really tight because we don't want nothing to happen to it. Then what we're gonna do now is we are going to do increases. So we're gonna chain one on this one, and then we need to have 6 again, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we know that we're gonna start on this one, and we're gonna take this with us. So we're gonna go 1 and 2. Take a stitch marker, 1, 2. Here, because I'm not gonna do slip stitches anymore, I'm gonna go straight away and continue working around on the next ones. So that's 1 increase. I need to have 6 increases. And that is 2 increases. That is 3 increases. That is 4. That is 5. And this is 6. And here you should find yourself with the chain in there and the first one. We're gonna stop like this. I'm just gonna take my scissors to cut that off. There we go, out. Now we're gonna straight away go inside the first one and start working, okay? So we're gonna go on the first one, and we're going to do 1 single crochet in there, and move our stitch marker. Sometimes I prefer to take another one, and then we go 1 single crochet in there. I go on the next one and I do 1 increase. Now I do 1 and 1 increase. Then I do 1 and again another increase, and you repeat this around, and you will end up having 18 stitches this time, okay? Just really carefully. There we go, 1, then there we go. Now 1, and you should finish with an increase. Why? Because you start with a single one, and normally you will finish with the opposite of what you started. So There we go. As you can see, we started with 1 and finished with that, but we can go and count it, okay? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. There are my 18. Now I'm gonna go to row number 4, and I'm gonna start again with 1 single crochet in there. Move this. Oops, see, this is what I say. So 1 is there. Now we're gonna go to the second one. We're gonna do 1 increase, and now we're gonna modify it. Now we're gonna do 2 times single crochets, so 1 and 2, and then we're gonna do the increase in there, and then again 1, 2 single crochets, and 1 increase in here. Now again 1 and 2 and increase. You're gonna repeat this all over again, all the way around. We will end up with 24. 1, 2, and increase. So now that we have 24, what we're gonna do for row number 5 is 3. So 1, 1, okay, and then 2, 3, and increase. 1, 2, 3, 3, and an increase. 1, 2, and 3, and an increase. See, there we go. So this is until row number 5, and we have 30 stitches by now. Row number 6 is gonna start by 2 single crochets, so we do 1 here, and we move, okay, 1 and 2, okay. Now we do 1 increase here, 1 increase, and then what we're gonna do is 4 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and increase. Then again we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, and increase, and then 1, 2, 3, and 4, and increase, and you should be left with 2 stitches, and put 2 more single crochets. So basically we've done again the same. We started with 2 single crochets and an increase, and then 4, and we again go and do 2 last single crochets, so then become 4, okay. And this is row number 6, and you should have 36 stitches by now. We are gonna do 5 single crochets, so we're gonna start here, 1, and then we're gonna move it from there to here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and we're doing an increase. See, that's row number 7, and we have 42 stitches. For row number 8, we're gonna do 3 single crochets. So there goes 1, 1, 2, 3, then increase. Now what we're gonna do is 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and an increase, and 2 together, and we should have 1, 2, 3, which is together with these 3 becomes the 6. So 1, 2, and 3. See how big it's getting already? It's getting a lot bigger now. There we go. And row number 9 is going to be 7 single crochets and 1 increase until we have 54. You're gonna do that 6 times. So that is 1, and we move. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then we are gonna do our increase. There we go. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then there we go. There we go in there. Now we're gonna do number 10. Number 10, we're gonna increase until 60, okay? And we are gonna start by doing 1 here. Then we're gonna put that in here. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, so it's 4 and the increase. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and the increase. Yeah, correct. Sorry, 4 and the increase. Now we're gonna do 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. Then now what we are going to do is we're going to repeat the 8 and 1 increase 5 times. So then we have the increase, and you should have 1, 2, 3, and 4 left, and that is what it will complete everything around. Okay, so there we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. So this is the end of row number 10, and you should have 60 stitches by now. So now for row 11, we're gonna do 9 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And increase. We need to do six times, okay? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then the increase, okay? So this is all what it will be the top of the hat, and now we're about to do like the edge, so it's gonna start changing a little bit the shape. So right now, if I take the teddy and I try it on him, I can see it really covers the full head, and obviously the ears will end up going down once I pressure the hat down, but it's quite fair enough, the size, let's say. And then later on it's gonna get slightly a little bit bigger in here, and that's where I'm gonna be a little bit more concerned to make sure that the hair is slightly bigger. So what we're going to do right now, we're only gonna work on the back loop. And if you have no idea what is that, so basically this is a full stitch, yeah, which is 1 and 2. That it's a full stitch. Then we have front loop and back loop. Well, we're gonna work only on the back loop. Sorry, I think you were out of angle. So full stitch in there, front loop, back loop. So it means we are only gonna work in there, and that's gonna stay unworked, that bit in there, okay? So now we're gonna go straight away to here, and we're gonna work on that one. We don't really need to mark it because, as you can see, it's coming off, but why not? Let's just put it just in case, okay? So there we go. And then you have to have 66. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. And by the way, while I'm doing these, I would like to tell you that the pattern, the written pattern, it's going to be available as well immediately on our website, where you can just either get it printed with a PDF file, or you can just like read it and follow it on the vlog straight away, whatever works best for you. But you always can come to this video and have it as a visual reference of what we are doing. And as well, I always have all of my video items for sale as well. So obviously right now I'm only doing the hat, which I'm gonna put it today on the website with everything, as I said, physical, pattern and vlog. But then throughout the week you're gonna see the full set, and then the full Paddington set will be available. And then I will do one teddy, so you can see, but I might not do the big teddy just yet. I don't know, I need to think about it. I want to show you how to do like a small kind of like an amigurumi teddy, which is easier to do and to practice on, and then you can always just test it to become slightly bigger. So we're nearly there. There we go. And this time, yes, we need to slip stitch because we need to close this pattern that we just done like that. So we're gonna go to the first one and close it, so like that. Well, now it's done, and you can see that now, whoop, let me pull that, we have this edge in there. See that? Okay, now let me turn on my laptop again so I can see the next part. So we just done row number 12, which was 66 back loops. Now we're gonna do row number 13. Then 13, you're gonna do 21 single crochets, and you're gonna do one increase, and you're gonna repeat that 3 times. Okay, that's what we're gonna do right now. If you're a little bit lost, because sometimes when we slip stitch a lot of people get lost, you can always come and count. Okay, so look, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 31 32 33 34 35 36 37 38 39 40 41 42 43 44 45 46 47 48 49 50 51 52 53 54 55 56 57 58 59 60 61 62 63 64 65. So means where we are right now is our 66. So we're going to chain 1, and in the same one do boom, 1 single crochet in there, and we're gonna put our stitch marker. Okay, that's how you know how to do it. So remember, we're doing 21, so that was 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 whoop, 16 17 18 19 20 and 21, and then increase 1 and 2, and you need to repeat these 3 times. Okay, so then again 16 17 18 19 20 and 21. I know it seems like we have 2 stitches, but it's not. Remember, we've done a chain, so that's our chain, and this is our last stitch to do 1 and 2 with the increase. Okay, can you see now how the border there, the back loops has happened, which obviously that is what is going to create a shape for the hat. Row number 14 is going to be 22 single crochets and 1 increase for 3 times, and finish with 72 stitches. Again, we're not going to single crochet anymore. We are straight away gonna go and then do there 1, so that was 1, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22. Okay, to finish row 14, remember we've been doing 22, and then we have our last increase. Now we're going to take all of our stitches, which is 72, and we're going to do 1 single crochet on each. So this is the top of our hat, okay, just to make you aware, which you can see is really big, but my son wanted to look like really realistic, like in the movie, you know, Paddington has it really big because it doesn't belong to him, right? So right now this is how it is at the moment, and I want to see if I can somehow make sure it has some shape to it. But look how big this one is now. So from row 15 to row 22, which is 8 rows, what we're going to do is we're going to grow the hat, and to do that you're going to do 1 single crochet around for all those rows, which again you have 72 stitches. So just keep going over and over and over again. Do not slip stitch, just go on the next one, and I see you in a moment. Pause your video here, and I see you when you finish those 8 rows. Okay, so this is where we are at by row number 22. Now for row number 23, what we are going to do is we are gonna do 11 single crochets. So we have 1 there, mark it up again, and as I said, we are going to do 11. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Now we increase 1 and 2, and then we repeat again. We will end up with 78. Okay, so increase 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Then we do the increase is 6 times. Okay, 9, 10, and 11, and the last one, the increase. There we go. Okay, so there it is. That's 23. You have 78 stitches, and now you need to take your yellow or your orangey, whatever color is that you want to put. Mustard, I'm going to use one that is kind of going through like a mustard color, and if you don't want to cut it, you will just continue. The thing is, when I cut it, I like to start in a different spot, not on the same one. So what I'm doing is I'm going to the first one in here, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm going to cut that and then pull. So now you have like a perfect piece in there with the red. As I say, I'm not going to start with the color in here. I normally start somewhere else so it doesn't become the same thing. So let me prepare the other yarn and come back. Leave your red nearby because we need to finish the hat with it. Even we have to do 3 rows with the yellowy mustard, whatever it is that you want to. Let's go with it. This is the one that I'm going to be using for that bit. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our yarn and we are going to, as I say, attach it anywhere. And we are going to start there. So what I like to do is leave a little bit of a tail to hide it later, but to secure it so I can pull that and make sure the first one is attached really well. Then we chain one in there to secure, okay? And now what we have to do, we need to do the 78 stitches only of this color first. So we go and we count, okay, especially when we have started. You see I can keep pulling so it's not gonna come off. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, and as you can see I'm bringing the tail with me. 5, 6, 7. Pull really strong because you're about to finish, okay? And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. It gets tricky, and 10 and 11. There we go. It's all hidden there. 11. There we go. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That we finished. You don't have to put a stitch marker because you changed the color, okay? So it's not necessary you specifically know where you are starting. We're gonna put it for now, and we're gonna do an increase right now, okay? A row of increases. So what do we have to do now for row number 25? We're gonna go on our first one. Forget that. That is our chain at the very beginning, okay? So now we're gonna insert it in there, okay? Really carefully. Make sure you take your whole stitch, and there we go. So there is 1. Now, yes, we're gonna stitch marker in there, and we're gonna do, so we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, then increase, which is 2 together. Now we're doing 12 plus increase for 5 times, and we will finish with 6, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Increase, so 1 and 2 together, and then again means you're going to do 1 single crochet around the entire 84 that we have. You're gonna slip stitch and cut it, and we're gonna change again to the red one. So I let you do it on your own, and I see you when you're ready with the red yarn to start row number 27. We're really close to the end. Okay, so now we're ready for row number 27. We're gonna start in any point. So let's say here, I'm gonna take a little bit of yarn again. Okay, remember this yarn is coming with us. It doesn't have to be an excessively long one. And then we're gonna do 1 chain to secure. Then we take our tail, here it is, and we're gonna work in the same stitch, 1 single crochet, okay? So there we go, 1. Now we're gonna do 13 of them, okay? So 2 and 3 and 4, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then after we've done 13, we're gonna do one increase. So 1 and 2, and we're gonna repeat this around 6 times until we have 90. Start row number 28. We're gonna start by doing 7. So there we go, 1, and we take, and here it is, our stitch marker, and we put it in there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, now we're gonna do one increase, and now we're doing 14 and increase. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14, and increase in there. And now again, we're gonna do the 14 and increases for 5 times. So then we do 1 and 2, and we should have 7 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And that finished our row number 28. You should have by now 96 stitches. Okay, we move to number 29, row number 29. Then we get it straight away on the first one, and this time we're gonna do 15 single crochets and 1 increase. So we take this and move it because we've done 1 already. So 1 there, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Then we do increase, then 1, 2, finished. That one, look how good it's starting to look. We're doing now the bottom part, so we're just growing it slowly. Okay, so after we've done 15 and increases all around, and we have 102, this was row 29, we're gonna move to row number 30. We have 3 rows to finish, and we're gonna go straight away on the first one. We're gonna move this. There we go. 1, and then we're gonna do now first 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Make sure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we do the increasing here. Then for 5 times we're gonna do 16. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16, increase, and again 16, increase. And now to finish you still have 8 left. Remember, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So our last 8 and our first 8 become the 16. And so far, this is how we are doing with the hat. We have 108 stitches. We're gonna go to row number 31, and we're gonna start by doing 17 single crochets. So we're gonna start doing 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And after we've done 17, we're gonna do 1 increase. Now again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. Then we do 1 increase, then 1. Now we're gonna stop for 1 second, because as you can see, I'm finishing my yarn. So I'm gonna put the new one. What I like to do, there's too many methods. The one that I like to do is I'm gonna make one knot. So you do 1 knot in here. Don't leave a really long tail, okay? Just leave it as small as you can. So it can be quite tricky, but then look, you do 1 knot in there, okay? Boom. Then give yourself some space. You can see, slide it. You're gonna do the same here, and then again we're gonna do another knot. Now we pull them together. Boop. Make it really tight. Look, it won't fall. So I believe I just stopped on an increase. Okay, increase. So now we need to 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 15, 16, and 17. And last but not least, we do the increase. And that's how we are doing so far. This is just the cutest thing ever. My gosh. Let's go to the next row. We're on 32. We're 2 rows away from finished. So we're gonna do, to start, 9. So we're going to, there we go, that was 1. Now I need to do 9, okay? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 and increase now. Okay, so there we go. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, increase. Now we do for 5 times 18 and an increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Then increase. We need to finish with 120 this time, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Then we do an increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, increase. Now 1, 2. We have this one, by the way, we're gonna cut it now. This is from the knot. 17, 18, and increase, and we should have 9 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. That completes row number 32. There we go. And last but not least, you're gonna do 33, which is a whole row of single crochets around, and we are done. So I let you finish it, and I'm gonna show you what I like to do at the end. So do the whole row of 33, and I will teach you how do I like to finish these type of projects. Okay, so we have finished. You just leave it like this, absolutely. But I don't like when it ends like that. So what we're gonna do now is absolutely your choice. Okay, you don't have to, but we are going to get in here and slip stitch. And you're gonna do slip stitches everywhere. So you've done already 1 slip stitch in there, and then you're gonna go and then do it all over the place. And believe me, it's really obvious where you started. Okay, just do slip stitches everywhere to finish it. This is such a large piece, to be honest. If you wanted to do it smaller, you will have to use a smaller hook and a thinner yarn. And if you want to make it even bigger for children, then I will suggest use a bigger yarn if your yarn, a bigger hook if your yarn allows you. or you can use a thicker yarn, so you can use a thicker hook, if that makes any sense. But obviously we don't want to make this project really thick, since Paddington hat is not thick. It seems on the movie quite thin, so that's why I didn't want to go with anything bigger than that. And I'm just, as you can see, easily going around, slip stitching. Then you're gonna slip stitch on the top of it, you know, and you're just gonna slip stitch on the first one and be done. Just fast enough and hide your tail, and congratulations, you will have this Paddington hat finished. And I'm exactly done on time. It took me around I will say over an hour to do it, maybe an hour and a half or so, or just put yourself 2 hours, to be honest. Maybe I know I'm a little bit slower when I'm filming, because I need to make sure I'm on angle and that I'm slowly explaining to you how to do it. If I was to be doing it on my own, for sure I will be a lot faster. So just keep going, and I will show you, pause your video here, and I will be able to show you in a moment the final result. So I have reached the end, and how do I know? It's because, can you see how it twists? So that's your end, and then now we're gonna go in here. We're gonna slip stitch once more in there just to fasten off, chain 1, cut, pull, let go of that one. We take our tapestry needle and we're gonna go in there, and because all the project is like this, I will say it's as easy as get into there and then down, and then even more down, you know, like you're just going inside the stitch to hide your tail. Okay, we get our tail in there. I think I use my biggest tapestry needle ever, and that is making me struggle to get in there easily. There we go. Now pull a little bit so you can hide where is that. Pull a little bit first, cut, boom, let go. Then now you pull back to place, and here is your hat. Absolutely finished. Congratulations, we did it. And now, last but not least, let's try it. Look at that. It's as big as I want it to be, because remember, Paddington hat is really big. So that was the idea. You remember when it's a baby, and then, or a calf, however you call it in English, and then he fall on his face like this, and then he has his sweet face underneath. Well, so that's what we've done. I hope you like it. There we go.